Okay, so we're going to solve this by graphing, and what we're going to do is determine eventually when we're going to see whether we have the same slope, and if we do, it's going to be either infinitely many. So here's the equation that we're going to first. Now the way I'm going to rewrite it is because we basically already have a single y, so if I just take this 3x away, we get negative y equals negative 3x, negative 3x plus 2. And then I'm going to divide everything by negative 1 so that I just have y equals, and that puts it in slope-intercept form. And that becomes 3x minus 2. So I can graph that. Here we go. I'm going to put a point, do this in red, put a point at negative 2. Then I've got a rise of 3, a run of 1. Do that multiple times. The further apart I get, the better more accurate my line will be. Everything in between will come together. So do that, draw my line tool here, and straighten it out a little bit. Yep, there you go. Okay, and now we're going to do it again for the other equation, and it says 4y equals negative x plus 5, and I could divide everything by 4, and I would get y equals negative 1/4 x plus 5/4, or 1 1/4. Not the easiest thing to graph because it's a fraction, so if you're looking for the exact point where they cross, then that's a little bit tough because it's going to cross the y-intercept at 5/4, which is right here. Okay, 1 1/4 roughly. But notice this. This equation has a slope of 3. This equation has a slope of negative 1/4. And what that means is that they have different slopes, so they're just going to cross once. So I'll graph it the best I can, but you'll see that. Yeah, so with problems like this, just rewrite them in a form where you can graph them, and then really what you need to do is just examine what their slopes are. If they have different slopes, then it's always going to be one solution, because they're going to be tilting in different angles, and so that means they'll always cross once. Okay, one solution. I'm trying to circle it up top, but it's not working well. Yeah, and then if they have the exact same slope, then you know you're dealing with one of two things. Either they're never going to meet because they're parallel, or they're landing right on top of each other, in which case there's infinite solutions. So there you go.